At last, you arrived to our final episode of the Allies podcast. It seems like a short journey, but trust us, the behind the scenes took way too long.
To summarize our podcast series, we talked about different sexualities, the discrimination LGBTQ plus people face, queer representation in media, gay rights movement, the LGBTQ plus individuals in society today.
We also discussed different gender identities inside and outside the spectrum, how people can feel about them, the unfair gender stereotypes and expectations, as well as discrimination for those trying to express their gender identity.
Additionally, we acknowledge some different races, the meaning of culture, prejudice, or hate against people of color or those with different societies or different cultures encounter, the recent hate crimes against African Americans and Asians, and how society's attitudes have changed towards people over decades of time.
On top of that, we addressed different opinions people had towards these topics based off of survey responses and personal accounts, and built off of their ideas with their own thoughts and sentiments.
We really hope that as you listened along, you were able to learn something new or view things from different perspectives. We hope that the educational episodes, along with our discussions, helped you understand a little bit more about these topics or helped confirm what you already knew.
Sexualities, genders, and cultures can be hard subjects to talk about and educate people on, but they must be discussed in order to be progressive and actually lead to positive changes in our society. We must take action to affect change.
Speaking of taking action, along with making this podcast series, we, the Allies, have been working towards another project which we have hinted in a little bit in a previous episode.
We wanted to take action towards spreading not just education, but also acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community and people of color, because education and acceptance go hand in hand.
In order to promote acceptance and inclusion, we decided that we want to plant a flower garden representing the rainbow pride flag and including different skin tones for racial equality. To make a statement and prove that the people of our community are allies, we want to show people that no matter how they identify or how they live their life, we will support them for being their authentic selves.
And although we are making a garden as a statement piece, there are many different ways one can show that they care and spread acceptance. So we encourage you, the listeners, to do something for your community. To take action against intolerance of these minority groups, regardless of how big or small that action is. Whatever you do, as long as it's in the right direction, it will change the world for the better. We are the hope for the future generations to come. You, me, and all of us are allies.
Once again, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. Your attention was very much appreciated. We hope you have an amazing day. We are the Allies, signing off.